I swear, bro, every new motovlog you see on YouTube starts out with people at the gas station filling up their bikes. Ooh. I thought I'd record a video since I had my camera with me. Dude, the floor is so wet. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about this experience I had. So a couple days ago I actually test drove a Honda S2000. I'm going to show some clips in a second, but it was pretty embarrassing. You know, I'm looking for a car right now, something I can kind of daily, and a sports car with a manual transmission, specifically with rear-wheel drive. But anyways, like I was saying, right now I'm looking for a car that I can daily, and has to be manual transmission, has to be rear-wheel drive, and it has to be a coupe. So I've been looking at a bunch of different types of cars. I'm still deciding whether I want to get something brand new, something used and beat up. I mean, not beat up, but you know, just an older car so I can save on some expenses. And so I've been looking at a bunch of these different types of cars because I want to get something I can use, because as much as I do love the GSXR, you know, it's hard to daily this thing. I mean, I've been doing it for a while. There's not really a problem, but I don't have a car, and sometimes, you know, if you're trying to go on road trips, do other kinds of things, do some tailgate runs with some buddies, that kind of stuff, you can't do that on a motorcycle. And so I'm on the search for a car, and I came across this Honda S2000. Now, I actually wasn't trying to buy that specific one, but I wanted to see how the Honda S2000 drove. I found one from a dealership, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and test drive this. But yeah, so I found this Honda S2000 at a used car dealership, and I was like, hey, I want to test drive this thing, see how it is. Maybe this is a vehicle I can consider purchasing if I like it. Not at that specific dealership, because they were overpricing the car way too much. Now, here's the thing. I have very limited experience with manual cars. I'm sure you guys know, if you've seen my previous videos, my first ever manual transmission anything, just vehicle in general, was my CBR 500. So what I've been doing is taking my dad, who does know how to drive, and going to all these dealerships and like used car markets and whatever, and finding these manual transmission cars, and then test driving them and just getting used to the clutch and everything. Like, I still know the whole dynamics because I ride a motorcycle, obviously, and you know, I've had very, very limited experience with my friend's old, like, I think he had a Nissan Maxima, like an old 2002 or something like that, and so I drove that like around the neighborhood like way long ago, like a couple years ago. And so that was pretty much it. So now my experience with manual cars is limited to a 350Z, a GR86, and a Mazda Miata NB, so like a 2001. And honestly, those are all pretty cool cars, and I got the hang of it pretty quickly. And so I was like, hey, Honda S2000, I've heard really good things about this car, high revving engine, all that crazy good stuff. Feeling like a car that I was considering, I went ahead and went over to the dealership with my dad for a test drive. And man, it was absolutely horrible, dude. Like, I will show you the clips. It was so bad. I don't know if the person, like, the dealership was telling me that the guy added an aftermarket clutch and flywheel and just kind of race spec'd it or whatever. Just the overall driving experience was just terrible. Clutch is right there. Seriously? I already stole it?
Yeah. That's why I was like... Is it in one? First gear? Yeah, okay. Just feel it first and watch.
Alright. I'm gonna have to get a better angle and just kind of... Oh, okay. I think I can do it like that. Dang.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one's way more sensitive. Dang, dude. It's really sensitive. No, man, this one's way too hard to drive.
Make it right.
Dang. Dude, this one is hard. Alright. It's like very sensitive. Dude, seriously? I'm like being so smooth too. Nah, bro. Dude, how? How? Okay, okay. Dude, you can't even hold it in that spot.
No.
Why?
Yeah. And these guys didn't really... It's an older car. A lot of practice, man. Hold up.
A lot of practice. Or maybe the car's just kind of janked.
Yeah, I think so.
I think the car might be janked. I just want to feel the acceleration. Okay, I'll take it on the left right here. Very bumpy too. I mean, I don't mind it being bumpy, but it's like
way like
yeah, I'm starting to get used to it though.
it's gonna take some time.
Yeah. I'm getting used to it. I'll just take it
right.
Right?
Yeah, so you can kind of make sure don't clear. Oh, watch it, watch it.
Yeah, I see him. I almost killed it, but I saved it. Dude, this thing is... I wish I could test it more, but I wouldn't feel comfortable even taking it on the regular roads. Person who modified it, no thanks, man. Clutch is way too... I think he put an aftermarket clutch on here. The clutch was so unforgiving. You would literally put your foot up, like my foot's like right here. This means it's like fully depressed, and then this is like all the way out, the clutch. So my foot was right here, and I would just put it up like that, and it already stalled. Like, it had to have been like some racing clutch or something, because, you know, I've heard really good things about the S2000. People say that it has the best shift feel ever in any car. The clutch is amazing and real nice. All that kind of stuff. It's like one of the best cars ever made when it comes to like roadsters. But, you know, I drove a Mazda Miata, which, I mean, some people kind of compare. I wouldn't really compare it because they're not in the same class, but, you know, that was awesome to drive. That felt real smooth. It was actually really easy to drive. I drove a 350Z, that was relatively easy to drive. The GRD6, granted it's a new car, pretty much a brand new car. That was real smooth. But this thing was just so bad. I kept stalling. I never stalled like that ever in my life. Even when it came to motorcycles, I never stalled that much. It was just such a bad experience. And so I don't know if you guys have driven Honda S2000s or anything. Anyone watching this video, please let me know if that's how the car's supposed to be, or if I was just driving it terribly. Because again, my experience with manual cars is very limited, but I don't think I should have been that bad when I was driving the car. Because the thing is, I thought it was me at first, which, I mean, part of it is, but at the same time, when my dad was behind the wheel, he also stalled it a couple times. Not nearly as much as me, like he only stalled it like once or twice, but he also was telling me like how the clutch grabs so quickly and it's real finicky. Like it's pretty much instant, and the throttle and everything just doesn't feel as good. It feels delayed. I thought the Honda S2000 was supposed to have like a real quick throttle response, like it's almost instantaneous, but this one felt real delayed. I wasn't giving it a lot of revs, but I've also heard that you're not supposed to, since cars have dry clutches, you're not supposed to be giving it a lot of revs while trying to let the clutch out, because that can burn the clutch if you're revving it pretty high and then slipping the clutch. So I didn't really want to do that. I was trying to be real minimal with the throttle and everything. And I mean, with all the other cars I've driven, it was fine. But on this one, it was just so bad. It was absolutely atrocious. Like, please tell me this is not how a Honda S2000 is supposed to drive. Again, maybe I'm just bad, because I am. I'm bad at driving manual cars right now.